Hey, this is Gary Kay. We're here at CEDIA and the CIX show here in Denver, Colorado on day 2. And I found my friend Chuck Espinoza, hard to miss. And Chuck's with Aurora now. He was with Avixa for a long time. How long were you with Avixa?
Almost 8 years.
8 years, and you really sort of invigorated the educational program over there and had a big impact on a lot of people. A lot of people point to you as the reason why they got educated so well in the industry. And you're kind of doing the same thing here at Aurora, among other things. You're also doing a little bit of product development ideas too.
Yeah, helping out a little bit with ideas of, what do people need on their stuff? What are we getting calls about? When you train people and they say, it would be really cool if it did this. This is great for me. It's my opportunity to go back to Paul and say, hey, I had somebody recommend this, and you could see Paul's face light up like,
I can do that.
Yeah, that's the thing. We can actually do that. So it's great to be able to take that input and turn it right around onto a product or onto our software. It's nice to be able to see that rather than just say, yeah, I wish that would happen too. We can actually make it happen.
Well, so Aurora's, y'all have really grown a lot during you were on a growth spurt before the pandemic, but during the pandemic you grew a lot. One reason for that is availability of products. Second reason of that is sort of the innovative niche you've carved out. In that you're like a glue company, but you have filled all the spaces where there were slots where there was no glue.
Yeah, there's a really nice thing about our owner, Paul, and CEO and chief designer, is when Paul sees a problem coming up, like, hey, there's going to be a chip shortage on this particular chip that we use, he can go right back, redesign the board, redesign the circuits, and not use that, and work around that. So we could still keep shipping, we could still keep products on the shelves, we could still keep products in the hands of the customers and not have long back orders and waiting for one particular thing. It's a very, very agile model where, we're doing this and it works great, and if we see a need, we can really quickly turn it around. Paul will design it, we'll send it down to the shop to prototype, get the firmware done up, and then we could start putting it out. Like our 4D, that came out really fast with hey, we have a need for this, and well, it'd be great if we could put this thing in it and this thing, and they start adding, and pretty soon you have this really flexible.
It's an all-in-one product for sure.
It really is, and there's a lot of products like that. The Ultras, the IPX and VPX Ultras that have computers built in, TeamStream built in, windowing, wall processors built in, all this stuff built in, plus your AV over IP, SDVoE, or 1 gig. So it's really nice to be that agile. The cons with being agile is Paul keeps you on your toes. Paul says, hey, we're doing this week. So
what's interesting about that is at Infocom, y'all came out with 16 new products all at one time. That's a good example of being overly agile.
It is. It's very, very high.
It makes it hard to market. If I was a marketing person, I'd have a hard time with 16 new products because what's my hook? What's my campaign?
So it is a challenge once you come up with so many things, and it does keep you on your toes. But with the team we have, especially Patty doing the marketing, our guys in the labs doing all the research and development and putting these things together, as an education director, I try and stay ahead of the curve, saying, okay, I want to make sure that when these products come out, I have content. And I am kicking out content like crazy because we're kicking out new products. And everyone, the entire company is very, very fast-paced, very organized, so they could say, okay, we have a new thing, I have to do this. And if everybody, when everybody stays in their swim lanes and we do our thing for that product, it comes off really, really just flawless, like the 4D and IPX Ultra and things like that.
Well, I want to ask you one more question because you're a glue company. I want you to tell me the top 2 trends you've noticed since Infocom. So we had Infocom in June, and we have companies forcing people to go back to work. We have other companies saying that we're going to stay remote. We have, I read an article just today that retail is going to have like the best fall and winter that they've had in many, many years. And people are going back to movie theaters. I'm kind of curious, like, if I had to, if I asking you 2 trends that integrators should be aware of that you're noticing ahead of the game.
So minimalization on your AV system.
Less product
seen, less product on the table.
That means simplicity too, or not?
Well, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not. It depends on the flexibility. If you go more flexible, you go more difficult. Less flexible. If I have a one button and it does everything, it's easy, but I don't get a a lot of options there. So if I can put more things into a smaller package, or like, again, the Ultra has a computer, scaler, team stream built in, everything built into one box, then it's very easy to install that one box or configure a room around that box. Having microphones built into your touch panel so you don't have a separate
I love that.
stuff.
In fact, these little small ones here are, oh, here you go. They're controllers, but they're also tabletop mics. So like each individual person in a meeting room has their own control interface, their own mic, their own headset port, and also it's compatible with all the UC platforms thanks to the connectivity of the control system.
Yeah, and it's super small. It's everybody says the same thing. That looks great. It looks really nice.
It's wired or wireless, battery operated.
Wired or wireless. The microphone's hidden really nicely, and there's some more upgrades coming out. I don't know if Paul wants me to talk about the new things that are coming out with this,
Give me one.
So we're looking at the possibility of putting a VPX in this box, so we can have an HDMI on the side. You can plug your laptop in. All of a sudden, not only is this your touch panel, your microphone, your hearing assist, it's also your video interface.
And it becomes makes it where if you did that, you could actually be team compliant.
Yeah. So now we have everything: our AV interface, our microphone, our hearing assist.
Why not put USB-C rather than HDMI? Because if you did USB-C, you could do anything.
That's also another thing that they're talking about, putting in HDMI and USB-C. So then you can run USB-C off your tablet or anything like that, plus USB-C power, so you can have 100 watts of power through it.
All right, look, sneak peek a little bit there, and you want to learn more, go to Aurora.com. If you're not already selling Aurora, I don't understand, because they're a glue company, and you're going to need accessories and switches and DAs and things like that, but also you've got complete systems, and he's got a unique control platform called rAVe, and you've heard a lot about that because it was launched on rAVe years ago. If you want to learn more, go to Aurora.com, AuroraMM.com, sorry. Aurora Multimedia or AuroraMM.com. We're going to go around and shoot individual product videos here at the show. So you can go to raypubs.com, click on either one of the shows, type in Aurora in the video search window, and you'll find all those videos.